What's going on, everybody? This your boy Isaiah, coming to you from Bucko's Locker. Subscribe, like, comment, share on all my videos. Make sure you hit the notification button on this channel to notify you on all new videos that's posted on this channel. Ha! Well, my Pirates and my Sea Bandits. Well, our season is officially over now. Thanks to Dirk Koetter and his game management, in-game, crucial play calling at specific times of the game. But we'll get to that at some point in this video. And thanks to Mike Smith. Thank you, Mike Smith, for not covering Julio Jones. One man basically single-handed beat us. Just basically beat us. He had over 250 yards total offense. 220 receiving. 2 touchdowns. Coming into the game, he had 1 touchdown the whole season. He gets 2 in 1 game against us. And for some odd reason, Mike Smith, they want to double cover him. Just for some odd reason. Just disrespectful to Julio Jones, right? Covering him with Ryan Smith. Really? Really? Oh, okay. Cool. But anyway, so let's just talk about the team overall, where we stand at with Dirk Koetter. And I'm going to say this, and I'm going to keep saying this for the rest of the season. We're not going anywhere with Dirk Koetter. That game, if y'all watch that game pretty much described where we're going to be as a team with Dirk Koetter. He basically, matter of fact, Dirk Koetter and Mike Smith, they come as a combo package because they pretty much brought the Atlanta Falcons losing culture to us. Crucial downs in certain times of the game. Atlanta had a big problem with that, with those two when they was coaching with the Atlanta Falcons. These two coaches, as you want to call them, coordinator, head coach, whatever you want to call them, they're not good. Period. First half, we get in the red zone twice, and we fail to come up with touchdowns, right? We kick field goals. Shouts out to Patrick Murray. 2 field goals. I don't understand the play calling that Dirk Koetter does. I really don't. It's so rudimentary. It's so basic. It's so simplistic. Once again, folks, I was calling out the plays. Every certain formations, I just know what he's going to run. If I can call out the plays as a fan, I know the defensive coordinators, Dan Quinn and his team, is looking at this shit like, you can't be serious. You're going to run this formation on us? We know what you're going to do. 5 wide, you know it's going to be a short hitch route or Adam Humphrey screen or Deshaun Jackson screen. 3 tight ends, you know it's going to be a run up the middle. It's predictable and simplistic as hell. And Ryan Fitzpatrick starts out, you know, he moves the ball, gets down there, we kick a field goal. That's cool. Gets the ball again, couple of bullshit drives, we get down there again, we kick another field goal. Atlanta gets the ball, they score a touchdown, 2 touchdowns, kick a field goal, 17-6 going into the half, right? We kick a field goal to make it 17-6, and Atlanta proceeds to get the ball, and they go down with a 2-minute offense and kick a field goal, 20-6, going into the halftime. So I'm scratching my head like, this is not good. So they come out in the second half, and we played a little bit better as a defense and offense, but it was like catch up. It was garbage. It was garbage yards because the game was pretty much in control by the Atlanta Falcons, right? Because there was nothing that we were doing that was showing Atlanta that we was going to actually win the game. They knew we was going to choke it away. So we chipping away on the lead, 27-13, you know, with the Peyton Barber touchdown. Okay, that's nice and cute. Then we get the ball back, and then we get another touchdown. So things are getting interesting. I'm sitting here like, well, maybe this team got some fight in them in the second half. This game going to come down to maybe a play or 2 or 3. So we get another touchdown. So it's 27-20. The defense playing good. We got momentum. We get the ball back. We driving down the field. We get inside the 30-yard line. Or maybe inside the 20. Peyton, Jacquizz Rodgers has a first down run of 8 yards. So it's 2nd and 2. We got 3 downs to get 2 yards. What the hell were you doing, Dirk Koetter? Dirk Koetter, that's your name. You mean to tell me on 2nd and 2, you called 3 straight passing plays. And they were pathetic executed. You mean to tell me you couldn't run a hitch or a drag or rub route or something, or even just run the ball? I mean, come on, dude. Like, or maybe even just kick the field goal. Kick the field goal. Maybe we get the ball back and we can actually win. You know, I don't know. But if you're going to go for it, your first 2 plays on second and third down needs to be vital if you don't get it on second and third down. Because your 4th down play needs to get you the first down. And that 3rd down play call, Adam Humphrey, a 1-yard route, you were that scared to throw the ball beyond 2 yards? And he gets tackled for a 1-yard route? Really? And it was so obvious the defense knew it was going to happen. 4th down, you run 4 verticals? Really? And you got Mike Evans and Deshaun Jackson and O.J. Howard, and you throw it to that whole 4 downs right there pretty much summed up Dirk Koetter as a head coach. He's over his head. He's not a head coach. He don't belong at that position. That game is pretty much summed up my feelings about Dirk Koetter. It's a wrap. I don't want any one of y'all telling me about, oh, he's a good coach, because he's not. That game should have told you exactly what type of coach he is. 2nd and 2, and you throw the ball 3 straight times. And they were all bullshit routes, bullshit play calls. And you call the timeout. And you come out of the timeout on 4th down and you run that play. Wow. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I know some fans gonna say he should have kicked the field goal, and kick the field goal, and we get the we kick the ball off down to Atlanta, maybe we can stop him. And I get the gist of what Dirk Koetter was trying to do. He felt like if he kicked the field goal and kicked the ball to Atlanta, we're not getting the ball back, because the defense hasn't shown any signs of stopping Atlanta on offense, right? I mean, our defense was not stopping Atlanta. They was up and down the field. Easy work. And he went for it. And I'm not mad at him going for it. I'm just mad at the execution of the 3 plays to get 2 yards. And we couldn't get, out of those 3 plays, we got 1 yard. A 1-yard catch to Adam Humphrey. That was pathetic. So basically, offensively, yeah, Ryan Fitzpatrick had a decent passing game, but he was erratic on a lot of throws. He was very inconsistent, very inaccurate. So I don't want to hear none of that crap about Ryan Fitzpatrick this and Ryan Fitzpatrick that. For you Ryan Fitzpatrick fans, he's a backup for a reason. And this game pretty much showed you he was ridiculous all over the place with the ball. And we still can't run the ball. Doug Martin, concussion. We don't have no speed backs. All our backs are the same. Doug Martin, Jaquez, Peyton Barber, they're all the same freaking back. And we continue to run those toss plays, Dirk. Continue to run those toss plays. Defensively, holy, horrible. You know what? And I'm going to say it like this. And we got some good defensive players. Unfortunately, Mike Smith got them boys looking really bad. Because if you actually look at the defense, pretty decent. Middle of the pack defense. We're not a bottom half defense as far as player-wise. But as far as coaching-wise, the defense looked like a bottom 4 defense. It's horrible. Atlanta had over 500 yards total offense, over 300 yards passing, over 140 yards rushing. It was ridiculous. Mohamed Sanu threw a 50-yard bomb to Julio Jones. Mike Smith and his prevent, I don't believe in sacks defense is pathetic. It's a high school defense, a Pop Warner defense, man. Come on, dog. One guy, you couldn't cover one guy? If you just double cover Julio, took him out the game like the Patriots do, we probably would have won the game because he basically single-handed beat us. He beat us. Every time Matt Ryan dropped back to throw the ball, he was throwing to 2 people. Julio Jones, Mohamed Sanu. Period. And for some odd reason, Mike Smith refused to double team Julio Jones, the top 3 receiver. And Julio pretty much burnt us by himself. Mike Smith and his pathetic prevent, cover 2, whatever you want to call that defense, it's trash. And for some odd reason, I know Jason likes to see this. The defense is horrible, bro. 516 yards of total offense, bro. This is why, and I understand you Atlanta fans. I understand why you were so frustrated with this duo, because they're trash. That's why they got fired. You know, and they brought the shit to us. You know, and I feel y'all pain. I know what y'all went through for those last 3 or 4 or 5 years with Mike Smith and Dirk Koetter as Mike Smith is the head coach and Dirk Koetter as the offensive coordinator. It's terrible. It is terrible coaching. I don't want to hear nothing else. So you can't blame Jameis Winston. You can't blame Gerald McCoy. Because y'all going to get on him all day. And I was a little tough on Gerald McCoy. But nah, it's the defensive scheme that Mike Smith running. He don't run no stunts. He barely blitz. He blitzed at the wrong time. He has bad timing, bad scheming, bad cornerback coaching. The whole defensive staff sucks. Period. Period. You mean to tell me you couldn't stop one dude? Hello, Mike Smith. His name is Julio Jones, who you coached for over 5 years, and you knew what type of receiver he is, and you refused to double cover him? You refused to double team? Really? And what's so sad about it is both of these coaches were there. It's like, what the hell? Now we fall to 4-7. We're out of playoff contention for good. We'll have probably a top 10 pick, probably a top 5. And don't be surprised, this team only wins one more game in the next 5 games. And that winnable game is probably the Green Bay Packers. That's not a gimme either. Because we're not beating Carolina. We're not beating Atlanta. And we're not beating New Orleans. Face it, folks. We might win one game. And that's with Green Bay because they got a backup quarterback. But you know how backup quarterbacks look against us. Special teams. Oh! Side note, we drafted a guy by the name of Keelan Clay, who plays for the Carolina Panthers right now. He had a punt return for a touchdown. Showed a lot of speed in that play too. And he was on our team and we cut him. Just continue to do person. And Jason Leich has to be held accountable on some of these moves too. Chris Baker ain't panning out to be the guy I thought he was going to be. Deshaun Jackson halfway decent, but Chris Baker, TJ Ward, They didn't turn to be the guys that you thought it was going to be. Because the defense is actually worse than last year. And don't be surprised, folks, that this team pretty much goes downhill from here. Because that was a winnable game. Again, another winnable game in our reach. Play calling, scheme, personnel decisions. This is who we are, folks. And I'm going to say this before I end this video. If we're going to move forward, we got to fire Dirk Koetter. And fire Mike Smith, hands down. That's the only way we're going to move forward. As far as who's going to replace them, I'll make a video on that. But those are not the coaches for this team. The team is too talented on both sides of the ball to be looking like this. They're holding the team back. You tell me what you guys think about this game and moving forward for the next 5 games. This your boy Isaiah, coming to you from Bucko's Locker. Subscribe to the channel. Fire those cannons. We gonna steal. Siege the day, baby. I'm out.